With Vessel Futures Trading, we're back in the market. Today we're going to talk about how to trade news. Are you going to react? Are you going to wait? The one-on-one guide, how to do things in the right way. Why not trade in the news? Why we see the news in the graph? And what would we see when we trade? We already see we are in a position right now. The price is fluctuating around $900, $800 and going down. Let's just understand what we do. And obviously we're talking about the situation in the Middle East. There's of course high likability that the price market is going to go down, but we're not basing decision according to the news. We see the news in the graph and we implement and execute commands according to the how do we analyze the story. So obviously we're going to continue to talk about our NASDAQ contract. I want to say good morning to my Discord community. Good morning to the new traders that joined the server. It's a pleasure to see you guys over here. I'm going to quickly review what we're doing over here today. For my Discord channel, of course, we're going to elaborate on the position. We already stationed a couple of positions within the day. Those of you who day trade, those of you who swing trade. So let's talk about the news. Of course, the situation in the Middle East is not glamorous. We know that the high likability, the price of the market is going to continue to go down. Of course, there is not a surprise because we already see what we are in a supply area where we based our decision before. We see a supply area right here, basically the weekly supply, but still we need to consider that we are still in an uptrend. And with an uptrend, we definitely have a way to basically long position our trades within the day. Of course, according to the weekly interval, we are just don't have still validation to short the market. Why is that? We see the struggle candle over here. We don't see the next candle, a confirmation candle that allows us to take a short position yet. But of course, the market looks like it's going to go down. I'm going to go to the day interval. We see how does it look in the day interval. With the day interval, we have still a gap to trade from here to here. Of course, the price can push upwards because what we expect to see is basically at some point the price is going to break the structure, land on the structure again, and then continue to rise up. So right now we see how the price fluctuated. Was about 1,000 up, now 200, 600. Let us see what we analyze this thing. So we're taking under consideration there is a war in the Middle East and it can fluctuate the price. And of course, even with this area, we see we're sitting on a minor supply over here. Let us go into the 4 hours chart and understand where those areas are situated. So we see over here that the price lands obviously on this supply or area over here. First time touch, second time, third time. This is the fourth time the market keep on dropping, most likely in towards this demand area over here that was marked also by Fluctuators and by us. And we are gonna look for either to short the market all the way downwards to this position right here, to this demand pull right here, and then make it look for the flip and reverse, or just test the area right here, see when we're gonna flip and reverse right here. So with that being said, we see still how the price is being fluctuated. We took under consideration the stop loss and the take profit, and let us see how it's been implemented in the price. So many times before we saw that we're not rushing towards position. This is some position we position within the night. We see how in the 50 minutes interval we still sitting on the demand, and we saw how the price, we see the sharp movement over here when the price reached this demand area is like bouncing back. Now the price is considering still to go down, and we're gonna look towards with the supportive volume. We're trying to compare the effort and the result. We see that it's not fluctuated, it's not parallel. Means that if the market is pushing downwards and the price and the result is going this way towards a candle as such, we know there's also a likability that price is going to make a correction towards this demand and gonna keep going down towards the next supply area. Let us see where the supply areas are situated. In a 50 minutes interval, I want to open the day profile. We already see over here. I'm going to cancel the other things, other indicators. So it's going to be easier to see. We see how the price basically remains within the range of the day. Let us see how the day and the night profile works. We see already how the price catch our second position with that we situated it. We wanted to show it to you before it didn't happen. So we see within the day we are. This is basically the. I want to show you this implemented in. Red is the day profile, in the blue is the night profile. We see how the night profile is still being traded within the area of the day profile. We see a short tip over here, means that the price can expand downwards. Over here we see a short tip upwards, means that the price can expand upwards. We still did not start the day. We're just starting the day right now. We see the first initial balance of this day. We see basically also how the price slowly progressing up, but is also sitting in a demand area, in the supply area. We means that we are still situation in a supply area, means that it's a high likability for the price to drop down. And let us cancel those indicators to understand how we are situated in this area. We see how the price slowly pushing upwards, reaching our supply. We're gonna adjust the price over here a bit, just a bit. We want to understand how we can make a profit from this market going down. We can see within the weekly trade interval, we saw how the price is going up, but we still in the 5 to 15 minutes interval, we see how the price can fluctuate and go down, because within the 5 minutes, 15 minutes within the day, we can see we are in a basically short mindset. Because why? We have this supply over here that we didn't break yet. We didn't reach out to it, and possibly that the price is going to make a correction towards this way. So, of course, the news is not for you to react. You need to understand and read the story the right way, the correct way. How do you operate within the market? What do you do when you see your position is fluctuated? It's all an art, and you need to understand the story. When understanding the story means that we're still sitting on the supply. There's still a room to trade the long position, but we're sitting in a major area. Means that the high likability for the price to drop is and make a correction is high. Why? Because the weekly interval is always higher and will always give us a better validation. We see how the prices can be working for us towards pushing and maybe even touch the stop loss, which is okay as long as it's a calculated risk. As many times I said it before, as long as you trade correctly and you are certain in your position and you are managing your risk accordingly, yes, an outcome of reaching the stop loss is sometime inevitable. That you have to risk. You have to trade and you risk not more than 1-2% of your portfolio, so you can keep pushing towards the market. Over here we see another position when we station basically towards the swing position, risking about almost 40 grand to make almost 100 grand, which is beautiful ratio. And lets us understand why we did this position as well. And we're gonna look now on all the profiles, night and day, and we still see, I know it looks a bit messy, but let us understand why the position is situated over here. I wanna take this area right here. I'm gonna mark it with a brush. Just 1 second, right here, all this area right here, and understand and connect those profiles to one big profile and understand where the range of the day. This is basically the position we stationed with a 4 hours chart. 4 hours interval. We saw how the price basically make a movement downwards. We see, I'm gonna cancel now those indicators. We see how the price basically did this drop, base, drop, base, drop, base, can continue to go drop all the way over here and make a correction towards upwards to the next area that we talked about before. So this buy-in order, limit order, is basically parallel to the POC of the previous days. We see here the POC, point of control right here, which is parallel to our command, which is perfectly fine. And this is basically all the areas where the price can be traded within the day. Also, we see how the price also still fluctuated. Before it was almost $5,000 now we narrow down the loss again, and the price is going to keep pushing downwards. So there's an art about staying in a position. If you are certain about your position and you know what you're doing, do not be panicked. You need to understand the story correctly. If there are news supporting your decision making is great. You're not basing your trades according to the news. The news will always support you when you see basically the where you're situated in the graph. So if we set on supply, there's not a surprise that within the word the price can definitely fluctuate and go down. And this is what we see right now, but we still have to keep in mind we can still go very much high after the correction. So we have all this area to trade right here within the day to short position it, and on the flip side we can also enjoy the uptrend where we make the correction all the way to the next supply area. So of course within the group we're going to cover it a bit more. Those of you not part of the server, of course I'm welcome you to join the server and meet the new traders. The communities keep on growing, which is beautiful. We have a couple of criteria for new traders, experienced traders. We have also VIP rooms and memberships. Of course, those of you who want to continue and elaborate the knowledge, so it's welcome there over there as well. Of course, the channel itself is completely free. So I urge you to come and test it. And we're gonna keep on talk about this position within the groups. I want to wish you successful trading, and I'm gonna see you on the next market overview. Thank you for watching.